What's up, people? This is the interpretation for the S&P 500 for Monday, October 11th, 2021. It's currently October 7th, 9:38 p.m. on 2021. So we have the completion of what looks to me to be a sharp decline at the end of Friday. And we have a gap down. Well, it looks to me like we most likely have a gap down, or we have a sharp decline at the open. There's a sudden big move higher within the period, at the end of a period of volatility in the post market. And then right at the open, there's a completion of a trend, and male ruler, most likely a president, is highlighted, and that creates a like a waveform. So we go up, down, and then the open, we go up, down, and then it looks to me like we have a high. We have a high around 10 o'clock roughly, and a notable crest or high at roughly, let's say 1 to 2 p.m. ish, somewhere in there, and then we have a rally that moves to the upper end of a resistance, or upper end of a range at a resistance, as we move into the close. There's an S shape, a sideways S shape pattern that forms near the open. We have a failed test of at the open, we have that waveform, and it's basically like a move higher followed by a move lower. That's basically brings it back to even. And then we have a test of a failed test of a resistance level and or a decline through support that takes place between roughly 10 and 11 o'clock. A sharp decline roughly between 11 and 12 o'clock, and that's an opportunity for me to place a trade, most likely to sell my short positions. There's definitely wild swings right around the open and around 10 o'clock. All right, then we have a move higher out of that low. It's a sharp low. And we have a move out of that around 12 o'clock, 12 to 1-ish, to move into that high between 1 and 2-ish. And then we're going to we're going to do another wild swing or a sharp dip between out of that high between 1 and 2. There's another wild swing or sharp dip, and we decline hard through some multiple support levels between 2 and 3 o'clock, and then we have some like sideways back and forth, like which way is going to go, bulls bears, bull bears, kind of like wild swings in the last hour, but they'll move higher. It'll be like a overall trend will be higher, and we'll be bouncing up against the resistance level as we close. Looks to me like there's some sort of decline, maybe a decline, or we were really, really deep. There's a decline, and we push higher in the post market out of that decline, right around. We must hit that resistance and then decline for a little bit, and then we push out of that in the post market. Right around the low, there's the low behavior, which will be at the open, and then again another low between 11 and 12-ish, and a notable trough at the end of the day. But there'll be some like crisscrossing it through the same price level back and forth 3 times near those lows. And the sneak preview card for the 12th is a sharp decline. All right, guys, hope that's helpful. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what's up, tell me what you think, what you're doing with this info. I'd love to hear it, guys. Let me know.